Hey gang, what's going on? Ashley Phil and Carl H, Jimmy Riddle Show. How you guys doing? I'm glad you guys came along today. Hey Lammy, it's good to see you, buddy. Mrs. will be out here shortly. She's had a really busy day and she's still getting all prettied up, but she'll be out here in just a minute. I hope everybody's having a good day today. It's been pretty hot. It was 33 degrees here today on the flight line, and I hadn't been feeling just the best. I have a little tummy ache that's been going on for a couple of days. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, it's been a rough day, but I'm glad work day's over, so I come out here and hang out with you fine folks. What's new? She is, Carl, she is. But you know the ladies, they're their worst critics. I'm just reading over the chat, kind of catching up. I see everybody saying hi to each other. It's such an awesome group. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started telling you guys what the plan for today is. Just a second. You know what, guys? I'll be right back. I've got to run into the house. I forgot my notes, but it kind of explains what I'm going to do. Y'all just hang out and talk to each other. I'll be right back. Won't be long. All right, guys, I'm back. That didn't take too long. Like I said, I forgot my notes, so I had to run back in the house and get them. I only have about, hey, Katrina Dennison, roll tide. Hey, Charlie, Phil, Rita. I hope you guys are doing good. But anyway, I always make myself notes, and I only have about 10-15 minutes before I go live from the time I get home till the time I get out here and get everything set up. And like I said earlier, it's been kind of a hectic day, so I'm a little bit rattled. So, but anyway, today we're going to talk about, this is kind of part two of a several part series that I'm doing. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about the lower end of probably the most mistaken AR-15 conversation in the United States. Needless to say, I can only imagine what other countries think about it. Hey Bob, I see you just popped in, and I like your idea on the bird feeder. I think that'll look cool. It is, Rita, my hair it grows fast. I usually get a haircut about every 2 weeks. I went for about a month before I got it cut the last time, but at any rate, Mrs. will only take so much of it, and she wakes me up with the buzzer, so I always know it's time to get a haircut. Damn count. Hey Steve Pence, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you came along. But anyway, what I was saying is today I want to go over the AR-15 lower, and I'm gonna straighten out some facts versus some fiction about I believe the most widely sold firearm in the world, whether it be an AR-15 or an M16, the military version of that. It is the most popular firearm in the world, not just the United States. A lot of our allies use the same rifle built right here in the United States. So, the AR-15, there's always information on the media is always bad-mouthing the AR-15 and making up false statements as to what it is, what it stands for, what it does. And, you know, I'm going to try to clarify some of that right now. So, the AR-15 is not an assault rifle. It is, let me rephrase that. The term AR in AR-15 does not reference automatic rifle, assault rifle, or American rifle. And a lot of people get that confused. That is absolutely not what AR-15 stands for. AR-15, the first AR-15 was built back in the 50s by a company called Armalite. They were trying to compete with other companies, Browning, Springfield Firearms, a lot of different companies that were chasing after a government contract. And a lot of people may not know this, but AR-15 originally was chambered in .308, 4.55 or 7.62 by 51. Actually, the only person on here that has a salt gun is Bob M.U.K. I know he does because I've seen it. So, but anyway, let me get back to it. The AR-15 was developed by a company called Armalite. And the AR stands for Armalite, okay? The Armalite AR-15, as I said, did not have a synthetic stock. It did not have a round assist. And it was not chambered in 5.56. The original Armalite 15 was a competitive rifle for a government contract for the United States. They were trying to replace the M14 and a few others, of course. So Armalite built the first AR-15 with a wooden stock, wooden handguards, with no assist, and it was chambered in 7.62 by 51, which is .308. So, get that out of the way. And it's worth noting that, hey, Mark Dennison, I'm glad you made it, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. So Armalite, after they built the AR-15, because of poor management and a lot of other stuff that happened within the company, and bickering and fighting and this, that, and other, and they couldn't get the Army to get on board with this assist, this power assist. Armalite didn't want it, didn't care for it, but the United States Army says, hey, we're the Army, we got big money, and you're either going to do it or you're not. And they went back and forth with that, and finally, Armalite ended up selling all the company, the rights and all of that to to Colt Firearms. Well, when Colt Firearms got a hold of it, they ran with that. And that was the original M16 design, was from Colt. And that can be argued. A lot of people say, no, Mattel was the first company. No, it was not. Colt Firearms was the first manufacturer of what we know now is the M16. Now, just because something looks like an AR is not necessarily an AR. So, for example, I told you before, the Armalite 15 was the original AR-15. Okay, what I have in front of me, who is this made by? FMK. Okay, this is a blank lower from FMK. So, it is not an AR-15. It is an FMK-15, just like a Browning 15. So you say tomato, somebody else says tomato. Do they look the same? Absolutely, in every way. Are they essentially the same? Yes, they are. But when you really start breaking it down, a Kleenex is the same thing as a tissue. They serve the same purpose. So a lot of people get confused, and all lowers automatically get classified as AR-15 lowers. That's simply not the case. Mark Dennison, if you got a 3D printer, I can send you the 3D printer program. It has all of the specs on it and all of that. And I'll be using that here in a minute to show you guys what I got going on. And Mrs. just walked in, guys. She's standing by the air conditioner cooling off.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I'll say hi real fast. And then
Say hi right fast because I've got to get something out of the stock room.
That's okay.
For Katrina. Actually, Katrina, I hope you're up and paying attention.
Oh, it's for Katrina? Okay, cool. Woo! Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm coming on 2 wheels today. I've had an exceptional busy one, so I'm sorry. I'm just getting here. Let's see. I'm missing everybody. Okay, Carl H, Lammy, Phil, Carl, I'm glad to see you. Where you been hiding? Marky D, Rita H, I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday, sugar. There's Trina. Hey, my UK sister. Stigster is here. Hey, Stig. Love you, baby. Bob. Hey, Bob. Hey, there's Charlie. How you do? How do, Charlie? The way you say it. How do? Pam Cone, and I believe that is Steve, if I'm getting that correct. Hey, how you doing? Oh, the funny man Jimmy Riddle in the house. Hey, Jimmy. We love you, Jimmy. Okay. Who did I not say hi to? I hate it when I miss somebody.
Well,
You ready to take my seat back? Phil, did I say hi to?
Phil's here.
Phil, hello, hon.
Jimmy, Pam Cone, Steve. Jim Riddle show's here.
I'm looking back. I'm so sorry. This wouldn't be happening if I wasn't late. Y'all, I've had a day. I mean,
Hey, tell me, can you guys hear music in the background?
Who?
If you can hear music, let me know.
Is Rob here?
Rob.
Rob,
I have not seen Rob.
Rob. I thought I saw
Love you, Jimmy. Lammy's here.
Saying hi. Yes. Hello, Lammy. I think I said hi to Lammy, but I always say hi to Lammy. He deserves a second one. He
77.
works hard for us on his shows. I thought I saw Rob Retvet, Rob retired
I don't know
vet
what's that
somewhere,
about.
but I may have. I'm probably seeing things at this point. Detention. Oh, thank you, baby. I almost deleted somebody
deleted
right there.
somebody
I'm
right
so
then.
sorry. Detention for me, Marky says. You know what? I actually would welcome detention today. I need some downtime. It's been like hair on fire and ass catching all day long. Okay. I can hear it. Oh, Carl, I got Carl. He can hear it, but he won't tell YouTube. I'm going to give your seat back. I'm going to be, yes, I'm here.
Oh, sorry about to hear that, Rob.
Oh, Rob, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad to see you, and I hope everything's okay. I'm turning it back over to Captain. I'm going to sit over here and get a breath. We'll talk in a little bit. Y'all enjoy the show.
All right, guys, I'm back. Katrina, I read what you said the other day. Were we on a chat? Were we on Jimmy's show? Or were we on a?
I don't know. Tell me what she said.
She said she couldn't wait to see the Canon build.
Oh, I think we was on Jimmy's
So,
yesterday, right?
What I've got, I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the material that we're going to be using whenever we do that. So this humongous piece of brass is actually going to be the gun tube, okay? I'll turn it down. I'm going to do it old school where it's got, rounded ends on each end and then a little screw-in brooch. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet for propellant. I really don't want to use gunpowder. I'm thinking about using some firecrackers. So that will be a several series video. This big chunk of aluminum will get cut in half, and I've already started. I bought it this way, but I've already started. This is going to be the Canon, the wheels for the Canon. Okay, and then this piece right here will be the carriage for it. So
that's going to be an interesting build.
It is. It's going to be a lengthy build, and I'm going to take my time. We're going to build one component at a time. Hey, bud, I saw you scroll through there a while ago.
Hey, bud.
And guys, if I miss you guys, I'm sorry because I get Lammy's got to tell me how to fix this latency thing. There's something going on because if you guys don't keep typing, it scrolls up and my scrolly thing goes away and I can't see who I miss. So if I don't directly call your guy's name, let me know. I think Rob just said he got it caught in a rope or something. I was reading.
Let me look back. Let me see. Oh my gosh. I see now what you mean. He said he got it caught in a rope with a 1,000-pound bull on the other side of the rope. Woo! I bet the bull and the rope won. Rob, I'm sorry to hear that, babe.
All right, back to it. So, what I'm going to show you guys today is how I take a what's called an 80% lower or a blank. And what that means is you can, in the United States, you can build your own lower. Okay, now this part right here, this lower, what I'm going to assemble here in a little bit after I show you how I make them. This is the actual firearm. Okay, if you look, this one has a serial number right there where my finger's at. Okay, and that serial number, just so you guys know I'm not pulling your leg, when I do the part we go out to the range, I'm going to use this lower that I'm going to build today on one of my rifles, and we're going to use the ammunition that we loaded the other day, plus some 300 blackout, and I'll show you guys all that. But the serial number is MK27666. Okay, how weird is that? Because my call sign, whenever I was on the border, running up and down the border doing all kind of Army stuff, was Boise 666. So whenever I got this blank, I thought, holy cow, you know, I'm going to use that. I'm sorry, this is not a blank, this is an actual lower. The blanks won't have a serial number on them. But I don't have a blank right now, so I'm going to use this to demonstrate how I would make and finish out a blank, which is better known as the 80%, or as like our dipshit president wants to call it, a ghost gun. But they are 100% legal, and they're only like 45 bucks. They come in raw aluminum, and they have to be coated or painted or whatever you want to do with them. But I'll demonstrate to you the dies that it takes on a standard drill press, and that's what these dies are made for. Somebody with a damn hand drill, a Dremel, and a drill press, and you're able to make your own legitimate lower receiver for an AR-15 or an AR-based platform. So, I'm going to lower the camera down so you can see all the little parts that go along with this, and it'll be easier for me to talk to you guys. And I won't be looking at TV, so relay messages for
I
me,
will.
please.
And before you start, please say hi to Kevin Godding. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin Godin. Hey, buddy, I'm glad you're here. All right, it'll take me just a second. Shit, I went the wrong way. All right. All right, as you can see, there's quite a few parts that goes into one of these things. And I'll talk about them as I go. But what I really want to talk to you guys about right now is the way that I machine all of this stuff out in a blank. Because none of these holes are here whenever I receive the blank. I have to mill out this pocket and this pocket. I have to drill all these holes, all of that. But the glory of that is there's no government record of it, and for a lot of people that's very important. And all of these parts and pieces that you see in front of you, I can buy on eBay. It cost me right at $500 to build a complete rifle. So, and every part can be bought off of eBay. So, in fact, the reason that I'm doing this lower right here is every part you see is a replacement part from when I had my gun business, and I would build somebody a rifle and they would want a special trigger or trigger assembly. So I kept all the old parts.
Laney has a question.
Yes, yes he does. It actually doesn't have anything to do with Uncle Sam. Oh, hell no, Uncle Sam does not. Our current administrative people do not. However, a 80% lower, defined by the ATF, which is the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, which is a government entity that regulates this. How you doing, Johnny P?
Hey, Johnny.
Good to see you, buddy. So, the 80% lower is designed specifically for the home end user to be able to make themselves. And they're absolutely 100% legal, but you have to have some things that I'm going to show you momentarily to manufacture it. Okay? So, I'll start out with the dies and kind of put this thing together for you guys.
Lemmy may have wanted to know, are you going to get thrown in jail for this?
No, I'm not going to get
You
thrown
might
in
need
jail.
to get more
No.
specific. Okay.
No, everything I do on my channel is 100% legal. And if need be, I can go in and grab my my tax stamps and all that I've purchased for anything that you see here. No worries. All right, so the way it works, you take this die right here, and you take the blank, I know this is not a blank. I'll reiterate that again, but I don't have a blank right now, and it's actually easier for me to show you how to do this. So, the blank will go on like so, okay? The top blank sets on there, let me get it right, like that, okay? And of course I would put it together upside down. I'll explain this tape here in a minute. So, once you get that assembled, it has two little pins that are simple guide pins that go in the only holes that you will get on a blank when it comes to you. Alright, the next thing is the retaining bolts. So the retaining bolts go in like this. And you don't want to clamp them tight, you just want to run them down by hand. Alright, the next thing that goes on is the first part of the die. Now you got to keep in mind, it's important that you guys remember, all of this right here is all metal when you first get it. Yes, Jimmy, absolutely, yes. Yeah, there's no regulation here in the United States about talking about firearms. We can talk about them all day. There's literally hundreds of channels that demonstrate exactly what I'm showing you guys today. But those guys don't know y'all guys and I do, so I'm just passing along information for you guys and girls. Alright, so the first die we're going to use would be this die. Okay? And this first die goes on top, just like that. Okay, and I'm not going to screw it completely on, but I would screw this down tight. Now that I got the first die in, it goes in the milling machine. You guys know what the milling machine is. It's that big ass drilling machine that you guys have seen me work 100 times. Okay, and what you want to do, each one of these, I don't know if you can see this, but on the die it has a number on it, okay? And that number right there is 630 thousandths. And what that means is I'm going to take the first drill bit in all these holes, and I'm going to drill down all the way down through here to 636 thousandths. And I'm going to do all of these holes. Okay, the next thing I'll do is I'll take my 1/2 inch bit and I'll drill twice here, the same depth. Alright, once that's done, we'll come back and we'll put this die on. Okay? And we'll repeat the process. Okay? The last thing we'll do is put this die on, drill that hole with a number 34, I believe it is. No, it ain't. 5/32. It doesn't matter. I'll drill those holes right there. Now that I've got all of those holes drilled and all of that material out of the way, this plate goes back on. And what I use that plate for is this 1/2 inch end mill. Okay? Now you got to picture all these are just holes that are in here. So what I'll do, hi Johnny again. So that's when I come in and sink this bit all the way down to the bottom. And then I just follow this design here on the milling machine. Okay? After you do all of that, you end up with this. Okay? So you can see I've cut all of that metal that would have been in here is all cut out. Alright? Then, I'll explain this tape right here. So, I've got another friend of mine that wanted to build one of these 80% lowers. So he went out and got him a lower, and I loaned him my die. Well, he got confused on what size hole that the selector switch was supposed to be. It's supposed to be a 3/8, but he read the print wrong. And instead of drilling the 3/8 hole that fits in there just like that, really simple, he drilled it with the next size up. So this hole is bigger than what it should be. And just to avoid confusion until I can weld that hole up, I just put this piece of tape on there. Alright, next thing, take our 5/32. That is not a 5/32. Can't read that one.
You want me to try to read it?
No, it's a number 25 drill bit, I'm sorry. Okay, that drill bit, we go through here, and that puts the trigger assembly pins in it right there. Okay? And a lot of them don't come with the alignment pins, and if they don't, you have to drill those as well. But anyway, that's the die set to build a 80% lower. And again, they are 100% legal, or I wouldn't be doing that on this show. So I'm going to take it apart and we'll get started putting it together. I miss anything?
No.
I can't see anybody. By the way, the music that's playing right now is by my favorite pianist. It's Peter Bence, also known as is known as the piano beater.
He is the piano beater. He beats the hell out of the piano when he plays.
He does.
Literally.
He does. But he sounds awesome. I love him. All right. So I'll just start putting it together. I'll start with, let's see what I want to start with. I think I'll start with the magazine catch, because I actually have to go to this little vise over here and hold it still so I can get the magazine catch in place. And some of these little springs are tiny. So I got all kinds of little punches and stuff that I use. You can't hear the music, Carl H?
You might not can hear it over the air, maybe the air running.
That may be too loud. They'll let me know if it's too loud.
Okay, you have two questions.
Two questions. Go ahead.
Trina wants to know if you can build these without a license.
Yes, you can.
Pam Cone, which I think is Steve,
Yes.
says, Captain, is it possible to build a 45 subcompact legally?
Yes. And give me 1 second and I'll show you something. So I don't have a 45 or a 40, but what I do have is basically a Glock 9mm. And this is a blank as well. And it's already been machined out for the most part, but there's some metal pieces that go inside here that I don't have. And when I can, I'll get back to building this. This is something that I traded out a guy, basically got it free. And I thought, yeah, I'll give a pistol a go and see how that works out. But anyway, so yeah, the answer to your question is yes.
Steve liked that. He said, oh, hell yes, I'm going to go shopping.
Yeah,
he liked that.
That's usually everybody's reaction to that. So, let's see if I can squeeze this little pin in here. And some of these little parts are a pain in the ass to get in. That one went in right in, though. Okay, awesome. So, we got the magazine catch in. Okay, awesome. So, the magazine comes in, pushes that up. Okay, and that's all, or I'm sorry, magazine catch, it's the bolt lock. It works off of the magazine. When the magazine is empty, this pops up and holds the bolt back. Lift you guys up just a fuzz. There we go.
Landy wants to know if you can make a Glock 18.
I'm not that familiar with Glock, but if someone makes a lower for it, somebody sells all the upper stuff for it as well. All right, that's in. What's next? We'll go with the trigger assembly. You know what, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to go ahead and put on the locks because I got a lot of small springs I got to deal with here. We'll do the front one first. So a little spring, little bitty spring. You can see that little bitty spring. That goes in there like that. I'll push the little spring in a little bit. This part has a tendency to piss people off because if you let that spring go, that detent is gone ass and you ain't gonna find it. But that one worked pretty good. That's how it works. And I'll show you later on an upper. That's a whole different video. Okay, there's that one. Now the aft one, I don't want to do it just yet. I'll do it later. Because I'm going to do all that at the same time, I believe. But for now, I will go ahead and put in the trigger. And it slides down right in there, like so. And I like this little tapered pin that I made. It helps me align all this stuff because there's actually two parts to this.
Some of those parts are teeny tiny.
They are teeny tiny. And And it takes some finessing to get these little pins to go in. And the only thing that holds these pins in is the spring that's on the actual part. Okay. And there is a backwards and a right way. I just put it in backwards, so I'm going to put it the right way. There we go. Alright, first pin's in. Now this right here is the hammer. This is the actual hammer, the part that hits the firing pin and makes things go bang. And it is a pain to get in.
Carl wants to know if the casting is aluminum alloy.
Yes, most of them are. There are some plastic ones as well.
Can you see all what Randy's saying right here?
Jet Dinner secret made for counterattack action EK. Ah, yes, I think I know. Yes, that thing's like a freaking hand cannon, if that's what I'm thinking about. That went for our special forces, didn't it? Am I thinking of the right thing, Lammy? Let me know. I see you talking about Tool Smart, but what I want to know is, did you ever refit the pizza cutter? I bet you still hadn't done that, have you? No.
I bet he has, and he just forgot to tell you. Marky, yeah, Marky.
What'd he say?
No, that him and Trina's going back and forth.
It helps whenever you can see good to do this too. I can't see for shit.
Steve says that he thinks you're right. It was Special Forces.
Yeah. I thought it was, and I didn't even know what that gun was until a buddy of mine was telling me about it. And I was like, damn, that sounds awesome. All right, hammer's in. We'll go to the selector next. I'll put it in. Actually, no, I won't, because I got to put the grip on. I don't want to do that yet. I'll put the mag release. This is the mag release. It goes together like this. This screws on one side through the magazine, right there, through that little slot. And that's what actually holds the magazine on. So it fits in there like that. And then the spring goes over it like that. And this is a pain in the ass to get started. But that one went pretty good. You just kind of got to hold it in with your thumb and screw it in.
Marky is apparently off for 5 days.
5 days,
I think
wow.
he's going to work on the pizza cutter then. He was going to tell you, he says.
That's awesome, Mark. All right, there we go. Magazine catches in. And the way that works, when you put your magazine... This is a stand that I use. It's not a real magazine, but anyway, when you put the magazine in, it clicks in like that, and to make it come out, where y'all can see, you just push that button, and the magazine falls out. So that's how that works. Alrighty, it's time to go ahead and put the fire select switch in.
Trina said it came with a vise. Fits a little pecker.
That's right. I love it. Alright, so I'm going to switch this up. I'm actually going to cock it and put it in safe to hold it while I put the handle on, because what holds that pin in is this little bitty pin right here. Okay, so there's the fire select switch. And by the way, on AR-15 you only have fire and safe. You do not have the alternate 3-round burst or full auto. Okay, this little pin right here goes right down in this hole. Okay, then we'll switch over to the actual handle, the pistol grip. And once again, a little bitty spring, little bitty hole, goes in like that. And you kind of got to be quick about this and line everything up. So, I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm just trying to line that hole up with that spring. And there it is, right there. And where's the bolt? The bolt's still in it. So it takes an Allen wrench and a bolt that's at the very bottom of it. All that good and tight. Worked so far. Alright, now go ahead and put the buffer tube on. And what I need to do first is put this pin in. Okay, and put its little follower in. Shit, I put that in backwards.
Does it have a backward and forward? It looks the same on each.
I think I put it in backwards. I can't see the damn thing.
It's tiny.
It is
it's
tiny.
tiny.
And I wasn't paying attention. Son of a bitch, that little bastard fell out. There it is right there. Okay. No, I didn't put it in backwards. It's double-ended. I didn't realize that about it. It'll go either direction. A lot of them have like a point on the end of them. And that's to fit in the little detent. Little spring goes on.
I thought it looked the same, but the truth is it's so small.
It is. It's so damn tiny. And the entire purpose of this plate right here is to hold that spring in. And you notice it's notched right there to keep it straight. So, and yes, it is a pain as well, because what I have to do is hold this pin, or this plate up.
Do you mind help?
And get this going. No, I got it.
Do you think you can?
It's just,
Can you hold it? And,
yeah.
there you go.
I wish they'd have made the damn thing where I could rotate it with it off of that.
But you can't, can you?
No, you just have to kind of get it close.
Okay.
Alright, now at this point what I want to do is I've got to put my buffer spring part in there. So you can't screw it all the way in. You have to put the little spring in there and then put the buffer retainer in. Not upside down. Takes a little practice getting these on here too, by the way. Alright, right there ought to be good. And what happens is this buffer tube just lays over the top of the retainer right there and holds it in with spring-loaded pressure. Now what I need to do, I've got to hold this little spring inside here and push it forward. I may have to get a different screwdriver. Yep. And if you go too far and bend the damn spring like I just did, you gotta start over. Shit. There we go. Also on the buffer tube, it's got a little it's got a shelf on it so that you you can easily align the buttstock. And then we take this little spanner tool right here, and it'll go right here, and we'll tighten it up. And it doesn't have to be uber tight, you know, just tighten it up. Alright, we'll call that good. There you have it so far. The next thing we'll do, let's put the little hand guard on it, on the bottom. We'll take the buffer spring, it goes in. We'll take the buffer goes in. We'll take the buttstock, put it in.
Trina's loving this, by the way.
Yeah.
And Marky D says, looking good. Trina wants to see it fire so bad she can't stand
I know.
That's what
and she's going to.
That's what she was talking about.
That's going to be a little later on. But yes, I fully plan on doing that. Alright, I like my strap a little bit loose, so I'm going to leave it like that.
I just called Lammy sex buffer. We have changed off the
That's
butter
right,
onto
sex
buffer.
buffer. That's funny. Alright, that's the lower end. Again, this is the actual rifle. It has a serial number on it. If you make one of these out of 80%, you won't have a registration fee. It's just yours, okay? Totally legal. The ATF has no problem with it. They sell all over the place. But anyway, you do have to do some machine work to it. But that is an 80% lower. Now then, what I'll show you guys here is the actual upper.
Charlie Gabaldon, I'm sorry, I just caught it, said, better hurry, Captain, I see Charlie over the hill.
That's right. I got something for him, Charlie. So, very quickly, this is the upper. This particular one is for my 300 Blackout, and this whole entire rifle I built for $100. Everything you saw me just work on, except for this barrel, whenever I had my gun shop and I was machining, building guns and all of that kind of stuff, when you buy a case of lowers, you actually get a baker's dozen, which means you get an extra lower. Same way with the upper. And all of these other parts came off of rifles that I've repaired in the past, or people gave me or whatever.
Oh, okay, let me ask you a question actually
Yep.
about what you said earlier. You said normally it would take $500 to build the gun, but it only took you $100 just because it was spare parts and
That's
pieces
right.
off of someone else's?
This entire thing is made
Or
out of
other people's?
100% either free
Okay.
or pull-off parts from other rifles.
Okay, bye Charlie, we see
Bye,
you.
Charlie.
Okay.
See you, buddy.
And hang on, I gotta say something. Katrina wanted to know, she wants you to give her an idea of what damage it can do and what range it has.
Okay, so I'm not going to go on the military route. I'll say this: there are several different rounds that. Carl? Remind me what Carl said.
Okay.
There's several different rounds. You guys have seen me reload my rounds. Now my rounds are very slow because I have a suppressor, and you want the rounds to go very slow to quieten them down. However, they're ballistic tip. So if I were to shoot a watermelon, like a baseball or a basketball-sized watermelon, or a cantaloupe or something like that, from 50 yards, the bullet would pretty much just pierce right through it. Not that big. But when you move that cantaloupe or that watermelon out to about 100 meters, it's going to explode, because the way this bullet is designed, it doesn't fly straight like an American football spins as it's thrown. Well, this bullet starts end over end turning, and whenever it hits something, it's usually spinning when it hits it, so it just absolutely explodes. It's a very devastating round, and especially the 65 grain military issue that we use. Let me tell you, kids, this thing is hauling ass. We're talking 3,500 foot per second. The ballistic shock on that round is just absolutely amazing. Yeah, you don't want to be downrange of that. I'll promise you that.
Okay, now you said to remind you, I have to back up.
Okay.
The chat's getting away from me again. Carl wants to know, you just have to mill the slots and drill the holes in the casting, and that's a question.
That is correct, Carl. The casting comes with the magazine well. This part is already cut out, but none of the innards, the workings, is cut out. So you have to machine all of that out.
And hello, Darby2418. Hey, sister.
Hey, sis. We're just talking a little bit about guns. I'm not going to go into this upper and break it down like I did the lower, but I will talk to you guys about a few things. So you got your charging handle.
Oh wait, real quick. Carl wants to know if it's pre-screwed.
No. You have to put the, well, some are, some aren't. I like getting the ones that the handguard is not threaded and tapped myself, because I like to make sure that goes on perfectly. But some do come with that drilled and tapped, and some do not come with these holes already drilled. But on the dies, there's places where you can drill those out. So this is the charging handle. It's got a little lock on it that when it's shoved forward, it locks. So it goes in like that and locks. Okay, you have to leave it a little bit loose to get the bolt out. This is the actual bolt right here. It's got the firing pin in it, and the way it works, I will disassemble it. It's easy to put back together. So you pull the little lock pin out. Okay. Once you get the little lock pin out, the firing pin comes. Good God, that's dirty. Yeah, this is one that I shoot all the time. So you can see all the carbon and crap that's all over it. That's awesome. I'll clean that up right quick.
Mark Dennison thinks that Bruce Lee could catch that bullet in his teeth. Captain, I want to know your opinion.
I strongly doubt that, Mark, but we are talking about the Bruce, so.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Then later on, I'm just catching up with the chat now. Later on, Mark says, should have said Chuck Norris.
There you go.
So
now, Chucky could do it.
Chucky could do it.
Yeah. So this is what's called a boat carrier. That's the actual bolt carrier. And these notches are where the side assist pushes it in. So we'll go over the actual the bolt firing pin.
Stig thinks it needs some lube.
It needs a lot of lube. It's got these little rings that seal on the inside of here. Okay. This is a gas operated rifle, so it does require gas rings. And there is a right and a wrong way to put this in. If you notice the little pin, that's the extractor and ejector, and they have to be clocked at that angle. And this little locky pin right here goes down in there. You turn it 90 degrees, pull the bolt forward. This is a little trick we learned in the Army. Hold your hand over the machine slot and just drop the bolt in. And 9 out of 10 times it goes right in the hole. So. Except when you're on a live stream and it's dirty and it won't go in.
Yeah. Stig actually is right. You probably do need some kind of lubrication on that, don't you?
I do.
But how long has this thing been put up and not touched and got dust?
Oh man, this thing, I don't think I cleaned it from the last time I went to the range.
Well, the last time you took this one to the range.
Oh, you know what? I didn't have that turned the right direction. Okay, let's try it again.
You got it?
There we go. It falls nicely in. And then we just take the little cotter pin. It goes back in this little hole that's in the side right there. Just like that. That's your completed bolt. Okay.
Marky D says laser sight on that baby would be neat.
I have a couple with laser sights. The problem with laser sights, Mark, is during the day you can't really see them. You have to use a green laser. But at dusk or early in the morning, oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Steve, Pamcone Steve, he likes open sights, he says.
Yes, that's what's on this one. If you noticed, a lot of people call this a carry handle. I'm not going to go into that because it's very controversial. It's not a carry handle. It's a sight post mount. So, but anyway,
Trina wants one.
I
I'm
knew-
scared.
I knew
I'm
Trina
scared
wanted
for
one.
Trina to have one though. She's an impatient person like I am, and I'm just afraid she'll get herself in trouble.
I tell you what, I wish Trina could see yours.
Well, we'll show her
The
one
pink
day.
rifle.
Yeah, we'll show
The
her.
missus is all pink. The
We'll show
hand
her.
guards are pink, and it's kind of a cute little rifle. So, you guys saw them notches. That's called a Picatinny rail. And that's designed so that you can put different things on this rifle to shoot. And a quick story, I have a scope on one of my other rifles, a rifle scope, on my 5.56. Well, I took it off to put it on my AR-10, which is 308. But when I did, I didn't realize the Picatinnies were set at a different length. So my scope was mounted up like this. So for me to shoot, I'm sorry, it was mounted down. So every time I was shooting to get my scope level, the rifle was pointing up. And I have no idea where those bullets went, but we were in a big area at a range, so it was not a factor. But anyway, I think I'll put this, let's join these two together in holy matrimony and see if it works.
Okay, while you're doing that, Stig says just pull the trigger.
We're gonna pull the trigger.
He just wants to keep it simple and just pull the trigger. Trina is saying that she'd like one on a tripod, which actually makes her even more
Yeah.
dangerous than what I was alluding to a second ago.
All right, front pin's in. We'll drop the back. Back pin goes in, and we'll release it. Actually, I gotta cock it first. All right. So that's how you charge it, right there. I'll do that again, because it wasn't in the camera. So you just take the T-handle, and you pull the T-handle back, like that, and you literally just let it go. Okay, bolt falls forward. Now, to test this thing, obviously it's in a safe position, it won't fire. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate it over to fire, and I'll pull the trigger. All right, you heard the trigger, fire. Now the way to properly test this is to hold the trigger after you fired it and charge the handle again, okay? And drop it, okay? Now what you want to do is release the trigger and it should click. I hope you guys could hear that. Okay, so it clicked and then it will fire. There you go.
Okay, you said something a second ago. I didn't want to interrupt you, so I have to back myself up here. Steve is saying exactly the reason that he doesn't like laser sights, but it's something you said a few minutes ago, and I just couldn't interrupt you there.
Right.
So, Lammy is making another dirty joke, but you know that's Lammy for you. He said, if I'm firing it, technically it is a tripod. Okay. Stigster saying that he can't wait to see you on the range. That's going to be what, in a week or two, or?
Yes, like I said on, was it poolside the other day?
I don't
remember. Yes, I have
Well, we're not
to.
going to set a time because it all depends on when you can get together with the guy to get your
That's
license
right.
thing back.
I've got to get with them, the owner, and do a
Membership.
safety course. So I don't really want to tell you guys a sure enough date.
It may
but
be longer than.
yeah, it may be. But as soon as I can get everything situated and get my permit and all that back at the range, I'll let you guys know, and we'll go over this. I'll definitely be firing this gun. My personal 5.56, I'll be firing my M14, which is a Korea, Vietnam, World War I era firearm. A lot of you guys may recognize it when you see it. Don't get it confused with the M1 Grand. They're a different firearm.
Steve is talking about the fact you're going to have a field day going back to the range. I mean, whenever you get a chance.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Trina just simply said, "This is badass." You know she loves stuff like this.
It is. Plunging my shotgun. Okay, I am going to take a couple of shotguns, just because I probably have something that I think you guys are allowed to have shotguns for hunting. I think. I'm not sure. Straighten me out if I'm wrong on that. No, well, Amy, you know what a Garand? No, I'm not doing that. And my M14, it will do that if you do stupid things, but I'm not gonna do that. But my shotgun, I've got a couple of different kinds. I've got a single shot shotgun. I've got a pump shotgun, and I've got a good God, a Sega 12. Lost my mind there for a minute.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, the Saiga 12.
Well, you have one and I have one.
We do. Mine is bone stock, but I'll be taking the Mrs. out there because that's our personal choice for home protection. And you guys will see why then.
It's all tricked out.
Yeah, it's got a shock absorber buttstock on it. It literally is a shock absorber. And yeah, it's awesome.
I need to back up. Way up here, see, once again, the chat's getting away from me. Darby is saying they're going to shoot their guns on Sunday.
Right?
So,
Awesome.
yeah, they're getting to go. Steve is saying that he loves the stream. Let's see.
Well, I didn't want to go too deep.
Oh.
I was trying to break down, some of the operation
Okay,
of it.
let me catch up just
Okay.
for a second. Wait, back up here. Kevin Godding wants to know, can he use it to kill flies or is that overkill?
That's probably a little overkill. Yeah, but I will tell you guys a funny story. Let me get the camera up here where you guys can see. I will tell you a funny story. In a house we had years ago, it was snowing outside. And, are you coming over here?
Is it time or,
Yeah.
are you gonna do anything else right
No,
here? 'Cause I don't
I'm
wanna be in your
done.
way.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, it was snowing, and we had a potbelly stove, like a wood burning stove. So I went out to the wood pile and I grabbed a big armful of wood and I brought it in and I set it by the fireplace. And I was sitting there drinking my coffee, watching TV, and out of the corner of my eye I saw something slithering away from me. And I turned around and looked, and it was a water moccasin out of our pond that was hibernating in those logs. And I mean, it was definitely an oh shit moment. So I jumped up and grabbed the first gun that I had in my reach, and it just happened to be a 12 gauge. And I thought to myself, damn, that's gonna wake Mrs. up. She's never gonna sleep another day in this house if I don't kill this snake. So I put it down and I went and got a broom and held its head and picked it up and threw it outside in the snow.
Oh, I can't handle snakes. I don't do snakes.
I don't do snakes.
I don't do snakes.
No, don't do snakes.
Way back up here, Steve says, oh, Saiga 12, awesome. That's my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to like the ARs, and I mean, I have an AR. Captain built for me. I love it, but nothing replaces my Saiga 12. Nothing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an awesome firearm.
Okay, Trina she says, blows her mind. She is loving this stream.
Cool.
Yeah, Steve kills all snakes. I'm with you. I know that there's like supposed to be good ones and bad ones and all that, but
I think Kevin Godding posted something the other day about some little snakes in his backyard, and somebody else did, but I don't remember who it was.
seems like I do remember
Rita?
something about little snakes. I don't know. I can't remember now.
remember who
I
it
do
was,
remember
no.
something about somebody posting little snakes that we try to keep up with everybody and we get it confused in our minds.
Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be hot.
Ew. It's kind of gross anyway, but hot would even be worse. Okay. Did you already do little love notes and stuff? I know I was late getting here, so I don't know where
I
we
didn't have any
stand.
this week.
I left mine in the house.
We're gonna get 'em right.
I remember. No, it's okay because I know we're gonna go soon. So. Okay. Thank you guys. I knew somebody would know. It was Rita, and it was grass snakes. So yeah. Okay. Rita, I posted a pic. Grass snakes and like. Yeah, okay, it was Rita. She had pictures of grass snakes. Stig is making snake sounds
I see that.
in the
I don't do snakes, I'm telling you, man. I'll hurt myself. The other day, I pulled the skimmer off the pool, and that damn little snake was in there. And I had my hand all the way down there picking the skimmer up, and it kind of slithered across my hand and scared the shit out of me.
I completely forgot to tell Darby about that when her and I were on the phone recently. Yes, you heard right. There was a snake in the pool skimmer. Yeah. Hey, once it went in the skimmer, can it get back out into the pool? Okay, good.
No, I have to get them out.
We don't need to be jumping in there at night without the lights on, man.
Lammy, why were you in Kenya?
I went to Kenya for a while. I won't speak on this one. Lammy? Is it a secret or is that a teaser for me to say telltale? I don't know which way he's going with that.
Carl Strauser snake off these things.
Yes. Hey, Stig, get your coat. Get your coat, Stig. You're making snake sounds. You're out. Find the door.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me too, Steve. I don't like that at all. You open your bag and there's a freaking snake laying there. You know?
Carl's killing me. Yeah, yes, this group, you never can tell what somebody's going to say.
Yeah.
Good grief. I was just saying in terms of snacks.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
They're
hell, I'm
bad.
sure.
Really.
I'm sure
Everything
I've
will kill you
had.
there.
I've never been over there, but I don't know that I want to go. But I'm sure what you're saying is absolutely true. I had several things wrote down that I wanted to mention. I wanted to mention about Rita's birthday, which I did. And if Johnny P, if you're still here, I already typed it in, but I wanted to say it in front of everybody. I hope you had a wonderful birthday on Monday.
It was Rita's birthday too.
It was Rita's birthday yesterday, and it was Johnny P's on Monday. I don't know what I would do without my calendar to keep up with this. I would never remember, y'all. I would never remember. Yeah, Carl's got to get his coat to him and Swange, and they're gonna ride out together.
That's funny.
Get to them jungle monsters. I don't want to get anywhere near them, Trina. Absolutely not.
Oh, by the way, the reason that I'm playing Peter Bence is because it seems like every time I play music, I get copyright claimed.
Claims.
I was just curious to see if old Pete would give me a claim. But he does some awesome music.
If he does,
I
are
like.
you be-subbing?
No, hell no.
I knew the answer to that. I was just messing with him.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah.
There's Sarah Barulis. Let's see if she'll copyright claim me.
Ooh, Lammy, nothing about that sounds good. Ugh, I'm actually getting a little bit chill bumps.
I know, right?
Lammy, yeah.
There's always something bigger and more vicious.
Oh, Darby's putting happy birthday for Johnny P and Rita both.
Yeah.
I know her, and that's what she means for sure.
Well, guys, y'all got any kind of questions on the firearms or laws or anything like that in the United States? You know, a lot of you guys probably have never seen some of the firearms and stuff that we have, and if I can, I'd like you guys ask me questions that you've heard or whatever. I'll straighten them out the best I can, because there's a lot of myths. You know, contrary to popular belief, everybody in the United States does not own a firearm. I'd say the majority of them do, but
the regions of the country make a massive difference.
yeah, and I'm sure you guys have heard about the recent gun violence and the school shootings and all that. I want to clarify something, okay? All you guys are hearing, and I may be wrong on this, a lot of people hear in the media is AR-15s are killing people and blah blah this, that, and other. Well, if you go back to a public government website, and I can't remember of it right now, it's the FBI accountability site that break down by weapon from fists and feet to knives, handguns, rifles, shotguns, and antique weapons and all kinds of stuff like that. Over history, the AR-15 has been attributed to 20% of those shootings. Okay? Out of all that time, 20%, the most common weapon used is a handgun. Okay? 9mm, 45, Glock, whatever you want to call it. You know, double action 44, 45 Magnum, whatever. Handguns have killed more people in the United States than any rifle combination out there. So when people go after the AR-15 because it's an assault rifle, and no, it's not. It doesn't meet the FBI and the ATS criteria to be an assault rifle. Does it look like an M16? Yes, absolutely. Is it identical to an M16? No. There are many, many differences between an M16 and an AR-15. Okay?
We have a couple questions.
Okay, go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just make one statement about, I think you were about to say it. I'll just straight out say it. Guns kill people the way a fork makes me fat.
That's right.
Did anybody get that?
A rifle can't kill somebody without a person behind it.
Okay, just saying. Now, we got some questions. First of all, Stig just wants to make it clear that he was talking about the range
Yes.
when he said that he can't wait for some live action.
Yeah,
I'm
we-
sure somebody's going to go somewhere with that.
The
So
live action will be at the range in a controlled atmosphere, okay? And we're going to go over a lot of safety and all that kind of stuff when we get there.
I don't know if you got. Okay,
All right.
it doesn't matter. Trina said if she was to come over here, what would she need to be able to go shooting?
A warm body. That's it. I prefer you wear clothes on the range, but you know, you might want to take sunglasses, but you are required no licensing, no permits, nothing. You get in the truck with me, you go to the range, and we start dragging guns out. We do a little bit of safety brief, and I show you how everything works, and you start shooting till your heart's content.
Okay, and Lammy just made a statement and said if he has a good year or so with his business that he really wants to come visit.
Absolutely.
Come on over,
Come on
Lammy.
over, the water's great.
You know you're welcome.
Yeah.
So one of those, okay. Bob, well, I already know what the answer is, but I'll let Captain do this. Why would a person open carry when they go fishing?
I'll give you 2 reasons. I fish in 2 different types of water. Okay, actually, technically 3. I fish local ponds, local lakes, and I go out in the ocean. And there is animals that will kill you in all 3. I usually take my shotgun when I go freshwater fishing because of the snakes and alligators that we have in our local area. Whenever I go out in the salt water, I usually carry either an AR or a 9mm is my personal defense weapon. Because let me tell you something, buddy, when a shark jumps in the boat, that boat gets real small real quick. And you don't want them jumping
And the
in.
gators.
Yeah, the gators,
I'm just
yeah.
as scared of the gators, honestly.
I don't hunt fish with guns. I don't hunt alligators. I don't hunt snakes. I carry my firearm. If I can't get away with them, one of us has to win, and it ain't gonna be him.
Okay, and C&K Mike is here.
Hey,
Hey,
Mike.
Mike, good to see you.
Okay.
And Trina says, sweet, we going shooting.
Yeah,
And she
that's
put in
right.
some gun emojis.
Some weird hobo may pull a knife on you. Well, if,
Yeah,
if that's the case, he brought the wrong weapon to the wrong fight. I can tell you that.
That is so true. Just take Chuck Norris fishing.
Hey, if I could take
Feel
Chuck Norris with me fishing, I'd go in a bathing suit and a t-shirt. I wouldn't worry about nothing.
Okay, Carl is saying, love to see that dance you do when it lands, Captain.
Oh, it gets funny, let me tell you. Yeah.
Oh, they don't have gators there at all. Lammy's saying that they don't have gators there at all. So that, I guess it's a little bit fascinating idea. It's not very fascinating.
Do you guys
It's
have any
real.
poisonous snakes or anything like that?
Yeah,
Lions,
yeah.
tigers, elephants? Yeah, you're right, Lammy. It's crazy. Or up here, that doesn't sound right to me. Okay, all right. There are some laws about that, Bob MUK. So in states like New York, New Jersey, some of the more democratic states, they have horrible gun laws. You can't carry a gun anywhere. However, there is a law that's on the books, and it is enforced that if you are fishing, camping, or any of that kind of stuff, you're allowed to carry your firearm for personal protection. So it's not unusual from time to time to see somebody want to prove a point and take their AR fishing with them on a local pier in New Jersey or somewhere, you know, or in the outskirts, I should say. There's a couple of videos on YouTube where a guy did that, and he was detained, and, you know, they talked about it, and he pretty much told them they were in the wrong, and they called a supervisor, and sure enough, they were in the wrong. That was his right.
Okay. Marky D said earlier, I had to catch, I caught it because of something that Trina said. He said he was talking about do not give Trina a gun, and she came back and said, Mark, do you want to know what it feels like? This sounds like some sort of invitation for a duel right there to me. Okay, hello, Bell Admin.
Hey, Bell Admin.
I see you. I'm just catching up with the chat
Yeah,
again.
I hear your guy over there, that Purdue guy, or what is his name? Trudeau, whatever their president, he's like nipping all guns. Or there's something going on in Canada.
I thought it was like Trudeau.
Trudeau, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I probably just messed it
Yeah.
up, Bill. I'm sorry. I don't know. Steve is wanting to know if you got GAR before, Captain.
Not here in Alabama, but in the central part of the country, I guess Louisiana, Alabama, no, not Alabama, Louisiana, Arkansas, who else? Mississippi,
I'm not sure.
and a couple of other states in the center of the United States have a lot of gar. Now, we do have them down here, but I haven't seen very many of them. Not like that area.
Okay, Lammy answered your question a second ago. He says they have adders,
Adder, I know what an adder, yeah.
but we have an anti-venom, and it's not a serious bite. So,
Right.
I think he was basically saying nothing super scary over there, like maybe a few things that we have here.
All guns, we aren't allowed to grow food. I don't think I quite
I don't-
understand. It's bad. All guns, we are not allowed to grow food.
You're way ahead of me. Okay, Bob said something, I don't know what this is in reference to though. He says, so you're saying just to prove a point. But I don't,
If you're talking
You got
about
ahead
the
of me
guy
on
that
the
was
chat.
on the dock, he was actually fishing, but he is one of those guys that, you know, I guess he felt like he needed to push the envelope there with the cops. I don't do stuff like that because I don't need the publicity. But anyway, some people do.
were you talking about somebody that was just carrying for personal protection?
No, they were just carrying to challenge the laws.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, I mean,
Some people, that's okay, that's his right, but I personally choose not to do that.
okay, Bale's responded. Okay, hang on, let me figure out what this is though. He says, it's bad, Captain. All guns, we aren't allowed to grow food. And I'm probably somehow reading that wrong. Bill, I'm sorry. I probably just messed that up. I don't know. It's bad, Captain. All guns, we aren't. Is he saying all guns are bad or?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not following. I'm trying.
Now, run
though.
that one by me again, Bill. I think you lost me on that one.
Steve says a good adder is a dead adder. Go, Steve.
Hey, speaking of adders, we have an adder. We call it a spread adder, and it puffs its neck out like a king cobra. It's really freaky looking, but it's totally harmless.
Lammy. I think if I came across a rattler, I'd shit my pants.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
And we
I'm
have
not
a lot
laughing
of
at
we
you.
got a lot of them here in Alabama.
Yeah,
we do.
okay.
We got a lot of rattlers.
Apart from being in service, have you had to use your gun?
No, I have
Had
not.
to.
I have drawn my rifle in the middle of the night thinking we were getting burglarized. It was just our neighbor partying, throwing beer cans against the wall. But, you know, I figured that out, put my rifle away, called the cops, and went back to sleep. But no, I don't know that I've never used my gun. I have shown my gun a couple of times while traveling, but I've never shot anybody or had to use it in self-defense.
Oh, Belle, I'm sorry. It makes sense to me now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
good.
really tired and my brain didn't. Okay, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
It's illegal. Okay, I can't get over this now. It's illegal to grow food. Like you can't even have a small little garden or container gardening or anything. That's blowing my mind right now. And they are taking all the guns, hunting, handguns, all guns, the whole night. Oh, Belle.
That's not good for you guys.
That is, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, the bad guys always find a way to get guns on the black market.
And that's
So
the thing.
how do you protect your family and stuff with, I mean, if they think they're going to get all the guns, then, well, we all know that's not
I'll
going to
tell you,
happen.
You know, and study after study has shown this. Here in Alabama, we are fully authorized without any license or anything like that, open carry. I don't have to have a license at all to holster my pistol and walk right into Walmart and go grocery shopping. And guess what? Just the sheer sight of that weapon lets the bad guys know, don't mess with this guy, he'll shoot you. Okay?
But you better be glad you still have that liberty, because I'm going to go ahead and
That's
tell you
right.
that's fading
And
fast.
if
here.
you got, guys, I challenge you, do your research. If you look at all of the blue states that have these horrendous gun laws and they're not allowed and all that, that's where your crime's at. Chicago, New York, that's some of the strictest gun laws. That's where all your crime's happening because nobody's armed. You know?
It's bullshit. I'll just move on. Carl, I saw your joke, by the way. He said I'd cut its head off with Captain's Pizza Cutter.
That's right, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and Swanson said that he'd use his little pecker on it.
Yeah.
For those that have just come in, that is a small hammer, just to be clear. Yeah, let's show that and get that over with, because people probably think, what in the hell are these people talking about?
That's a little pecker. Okay, that's a little pecker.
Carl!
And this is a Big Dick's.
Yes.
It says it right there, Dick's Manufacturing Company. That's
Steve
right,
likes a
Bella.
baseball bat. Yeah, okay. Belle, I did catch it, hun. I don't know what to say about the food. I mean, I don't agree with the gun thing either, but that's already been established. The food deal, I would love for you to give some kind of short explanation of that. Why in Sam hell can you not grow your own food? I mean, what?
Yeah, I don't understand that. I just saw
Talk
Bob.
about a government overreach. I'm sorry, moving on.
I just saw Bob ask me, "Are you in for the thin blue line?" I don't know. I don't know which way
What's
you're
thin
going.
blue line?
Am I against them or am I supportive? I absolutely support law enforcement. Absolutely, we have to have law enforcement. We really do. They don't always get it right, but hey, that's a necessity that we have to have as law enforcement. Without it, it'd be mass chaos.
Yeah.
And once you get mass chaos, then our government steps in and declares martial law, and that's catastrophic. Yeah.
Steve, yeah, element of surprise. He says, I love the element of surprise. I have a concealed weapon permit. Yes, so do we. But I think rumor has it our state is actually fixing to be open carry
It
for
already is.
everybody. Did that happen? I don't even think we have to have.
conceal carry.
Yeah.
In Alabama, you do not have to conceal your firearm. They prefer that you don't.
Bill, I just got through saying what you said right before you got here.
And
Yep.
by the way,
Guns don't kill
somebody,
people. People kill people.
if somebody attacked you, would you rather fight them off with a freaking hammer up close? You know, I mean, I'm just asking. But I mean, it's kind of an archaic weapon. If somebody comes after me with this damn thing, and this is a body shop hammer for doing body work on a car. If somebody came at me with this, I'm putting two in the chest and one in the head. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna die by some jackwagon with a freaking pick hammer.
Oh, I get trigger happy pretty quick. I mean, for real. Lammy, nothing compared to the big dicks.
That's right, big dicks.
Okay. Belle, I'm sorry. I see. Okay. This is the beginning of complete socialization, and this is very, very sad because you're going to start losing more and more liberties if this is going on. Belle is saying that I asked him to give the explanation about not being able to grow the food, and he's saying they want us to depend on the government for food. Belle, maybe I know by the way you're typing, you agree with me. That's a slippery
It is.
slope.
It is.
And Trina said, "Amen, Captain." And I think that was about the two in the head and one in the chest. If I know Trina well enough, that's what she was replying.
By the way, to
I
answer
think.
your question on the gun permit, here in Alabama, I'm just in Alabama. If you read what I'm wearing on my shirt,
Yeah, I got matching.
the only gun permit you need here in the state of Alabama is the Second Amendment. That was written a long time ago by some really smart folks, and here in Alabama, we look at the laws the way they were written.
Steve, center mass. Yeah.
But we got a good governor, contrary to what a lot of people say. Governor Ivey, in my opinion, is doing a fantastic job.
I agree, 100%. Well, she got reelected.
She did.
So,
She did get reelected.
actually, not even just reelected,
Yeah.
by like a landslide.
yeah.
So, apparently, most Alabamian, well, significant amount of
Yeah.
Alabamians really like her, and I'm tickled to death that she's there. Trina, yes, protect the second, indeed. Yes, well,
Hey, Simon,
we're
for
trying. Simon's here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, I'm
Just
sorry.
popped
I was
up.
searching through. Hey, Simon, it's Foray.
Foray.
Yeah,
Foray.
like cafe,
That's
Foray.
right, Cafe Foray.
Simon, I think I got that right. He taught it to me, and I tried to remember.
Simon Foray.
But it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I hope you're doing good, Simon. I mess his name up just like Will Paganucci's name every time.
It's
Paganucci.
you said it right this time.
Paganucci, yeah.
Yeah, you said
Oh,
it
I
right.
thought about it.
Yeah, you did. Oh, you okay? Yeah. No, it's Foray. Just think. He told me to think
Foray.
of cafe, so it's Foray.
Yeah.
That's what the little thing over the E is, and I think there's a word for that, but I forgot. Spot on. Thank you, Simon. I'm working on it. Okay, we're gonna wrap it. I know we've
Yep.
got some things to do, but let's leave it open where they can chat and sign off. And in a bit, we will be on Holy smokes, my mind.
88 keys.
88 keys on
Hey,
Discord.
speak of the devil, Wigan Pacanucci.
Did I hear my name?
You
Hey,
did.
Bill.
I was just talking about how I mess your name up and Simon's name up every time. I don't mean to. I don't know.
It just
I
sticks
can't
in
lock
your
it in
head
for
wrong,
some
and
reason.
I try to help you when I can. We are signing off, guys. We've kept y'all, golly, a little bit overtime, really.
Yeah.
But we're gonna leave it open for a bit because we've got some packing up and stuff to do here, breaking down, and y'all can visit and say bye to each other. And here in, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, we'll be on 88 Keys Discord. If
Right.
any of you guys want to chat, we're almost always on there,
We love you too, Katrina.
on and off, sometimes in the evening, but usually almost always after the streams for sure. And yes, Katrina, we love you
Thanks,
very
Phil,
much.
Phil.
Love you, baby.
Hey, and full
And-
disclosure, I don't do a bunch of research and all that. I give this stream from memory, so if I got something wrong, hey, take it with a grain of salt. Cuss me out in the comments or something, but I don't want to put out bad information. And if I did misspeak on something that you guys are aware of, please let me know.
Okay. Who were you saying that to, Bob?
Anybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
No,
maybe
just
somebody
no,
was
any
saying
and everybody.
something. Okay. Well, whichever.
No, that's just a disclaimer.
Mark's off to the boozer.
Yeah.
Have fun at the pub.
All right,
We
Mark.
expect a pub report.
Yeah, I want a pub report
The
in a minute.
evening pub report. Mark's gotten to where he doesn't let us down. He always lets us know about the pub. And can I ask something real quick? I think everybody probably is. But do you want to post a link to the 88 Discord? Almost everybody, I think, is on here and jumps in and says hi quite frequently.
My
But
phone's in
how do we do that? Can you do it from
Somebody
here?
do that for
Wait,
me, please.
yeah, can anybody post
Yeah.
wait a minute, can
Yeah,
all the mods do
Yeah.
that?
Can one of you mods, will you please post 88 keys?
Yeah.
Because my phone's in use right now. I can't type.
I'm a mod, can I not do that? Can it not be from this phone? I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you can.
Do you know how to do it from here?
MTG when I tuned in. William, MTG. What is MTG? MTG.
Oh no, I'm thinking,
I don't
I'm
know
trying to
what
think
MTG
fast
is.
so I can look smart. I don't know.
Bill, I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm lost. I don't know what MT.
It's gonna become obvious when he types it. What do you
Right,
want
I'm gonna
to
feel
bet?
like an idiot.
And yes,
but
I know
don't
some people are leaving. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank
yes.
y'all for tuning in.
yeah.
We'll be talking to you soon. Trina posted something. I bet that is to 88 Keys Discord. If anybody wants to join the chat that is not already on it, I think most of y'all are on it, but anybody that wants to, absolutely. We're on and off of there quite often. Okay. He said MTG, and then he's saying election, question mark.
Yeah.
Election.
MTG.
I'm still working on that in my mind. And Steve wants you to know.
I don't know. Who is
MTG
that?
election.
Who is Marjorie Taylor Greene, Bill? Is that from your... I don't know.
Marjorie
who that
Taylor
is.
Greene is from Georgia,
Who,
if that's who we're talking about.
yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is from Georgia. She's a congresswoman from Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
I know
don't
her
follow
very
you.
well.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
If that's who you mean, if that's who
Did she win?
MTG is, and I don't know.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yes,
Did
she
she-
is from Georgia.
I don't know if she won or not.
Okay. Steve wants you to know that it is your fault that he's about to go shopping. So if he goes broke, you'll be the one in trouble.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, Bob is saying bye to both of us, and yeah, we love you, Bob, and tell Miss Lynn we love her too.
Yeah, Bill. I was talking about Kay Ivey, our governor. She won with. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, it was our
Yeah.
governor, William Kay Ivey. Yes,
Yeah.
I see what he's asking about now. Oh, okay, Trina, there's the Discord thing. Anybody who wants to join the Discord that's not already on it, Katrina Dennison just posted it for me. Thank you, Trina. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna start picking up. Y'all can visit. We got a few minutes here to get shut down, so y'all visit, and then whoever wants to chat later, we will be on the 88 Keys Discord, okay?
Yeah, I'll leave this. I'll leave
Yes,
that.
William. Go
That's right.
Republicans.
Go Red.
Yes, go Red. The red tsunami coming in November.
That's right. Red. Roll Tide.
That's it.
So, well, I'll leave this going for a few minutes, and while I pick some things up.
And thanks everybody for being here. You know we love you guys. We always appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me go ahead and kill this.
No.
Okay. Oh, that will
That's
kill
the
this
TV.
one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
kill that.
Okay, and this is the air deal.
Alright.
All right, let me get my stuff together here. Oh, and I think she's already gone. Darby 2418, if you're not gone, thanks for showing up, baby. I know you're mega, mega busy and we don't get to see you much, but I'm glad to see you here. And is that me? Oh, Mayhem saying great piece, Captain.
Thank you, Mayhem.
Did I even see
I didn't see
Mayhem?
Mayhem, but I'm glad you came along.
I think he must have been lurking.
Jimmy, I'm really glad you came along. I was watching yesterday, and I don't remember what he asked me, but
I don't
I
know.
don't think he saw it. All right, Carl H, take care, buddy. 3
Okay.
days.
Carl, it's good to see you. We've missed you lately, sugar. We're glad to see you back today. Yeah, Rita, good night, baby. Good night. You know I love you.
Yeah, Bob.
Ice cream time. Oh, what time?
Hey, Bob, I did get your video today, and I watched it, and I fully approve. I look forward to seeing the bird feeder. And if you get a chance, video a little in-action motion on the ice cream scooper.
Yeah, there you go. At least post a pic on Discord. All right, now, what else we got, baby? I'm slowly getting all this together over here. I'm gonna go ahead and take my glasses off and put in my case. If I don't get them in here, I'll probably end up in the bag. I'll probably end up leaving them, and then I'll have to come back out and get them. Does this stay out here, right here?
Yes.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
go ahead.
while it's going, you guys post all your links. There may be somebody on here who hasn't seen your your channel.
Yeah, if anybody wants to post links, that's fine. You may go ahead and turn this off. It's not going to be long.
Yep. I'll go ahead and kill that.
Okay. And what else do you see that I'm missing? Does any of this right here go in?
No, that stays.
Stays? Okay. 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 Hey, baby, do you want this back around on this other side?
Yeah, put it on.
Over here? Or
No, actually under the table. It doesn't matter which side. Just
on this side here? Okay. I see Trina. She's saying she's imagining herself with that gun, and after that is a ton of laughy faces.
Oh, Trina, you come visit us. You were damn sure going to want to take some souvenirs home.
We're gonna have to end up getting bail money for her if she owns a gun, because I'm just afraid that she has days where she wants to give people the baby shakes like I do, and I'm afraid she'll get herself in trouble.
Oh, I know something I want to show you guys. I'm going to move
better
the
show
camera
it
for a
next week. I
second,
think
guys.
most everybody's
Just
gone.
for a second. If you guys are wondering what my project list is,
Okay.
everything,
What's up, the cord?
all of those little parts and pieces are future projects to come. That's where I kind of line everything up that I'm getting ready to build.
You're a little backed up. You're
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
a little
backed
bit
up,
backed up.
sugar.
I'm a little bit backed up, guys.
We both need more than 24 hours in the day, don't we?
Yeah. There we go. Oh, by the way, is it anybody's birthday coming up? Or
I
Until
think
I-
I've got that covered.
all right, you got that on the
But
calendar.
somebody
Anybody got special occasion coming up?
well, and if there's birthdays I don't know about,
Yeah.
I know of a couple that I can think of right now, but I don't remember the dates, so I'm not going to start rattling those off. But
Mayhem says I need more brand. What does that mean, Mayhem? Brand?
more brand.
Film where he is.
And hello, Mayhem. I didn't see you earlier.
I've
hon.
seen
I'm
that
sorry.
movie.
What is it?
I'm trying to think. What is the name of that movie? Bad Day or what is the name of that movie? Where
Remind me what goes on. Michael Douglas.
You backed up. Yeah, I know. I am, man. I'm backed up. But I only have so much time in a day. I got so many other responsibilities. I really have to kind of pick and choose what to work on. And out here in the machine shop, there's a lot to do.
Oh, Mayhem says he goes postal. Okay.
Mayhem
Yeah.
goes postal.
I have
Hey,
days like that.
I think Mayhem's in the security business, I think.
He definitely was. Maybe he still
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah.
I remember that
yes.
right.
Yes. I
Yeah.
remember specifically.
Yeah.
Because remember, back when I remember this Mayhem, back when it was full lockdown for y'all, and Mark Dennison took us to the virtual pub.
That's it, Rob. That's
every
it.
night.
Falling
Rob
down.
is right,
Yeah.
falling down. But yeah,
That was a good
Mayhem.
movie.
I used to tease Mayhem in the pub that he was the bouncer.
Right.
Remember Mayhem?
Yeah.
I used to talk to you about being
Yeah,
the
that was
bouncer.
cool.
Yes, falling down. That is the
I
one.
do remember that.
That is
That's
the
a good.
one.
That's a good show.
Yeah. Well, especially if you have a little bit, if you're impatient and have a little bit of a bad temper, it's easy to relate
Yeah, it
to
is.
that movie.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. And I will say this. I don't influence anybody in any fashion to take up arms and do something stupid. Matter of fact, I'm totally against that, and I have no respect for those people who do that. Don't abuse firearms. You guys that can have them, take care of them. Treat them, very carefully. Learn the safety of it and all. And I don't endorse any violence whatsoever on anyone, any government. Let's use some rationale, think about things, and move forward. But I really wanted to show you guys, a little piece of the United States. We're quite proud of the Second Amendment, and with that said, I don't want to upset anybody. I kind of ran out of things to build because you guys ain't doing me right and sending me ideas like I asked you to. And my brain is only so small.
Well,
so.
don't blame them though. I mean, you have a time issue
I
too.
do. I do. I'm just teasing you guys. I love you guys. I'm just playing. But I will say good night, Swanjan. Good night, Rob Retvet. Good night. I'm glad you came on my stream, buddy. And I have to be careful with some of the firearm streams. There's some things that I can't go into, but other things that are legal, and I don't mind going into that. And like I said, if I ever put out any bad information, I ask that you guys call me out on that. But yeah, build the Republican.
I'm with William on that.
I tell you what. It's no secret that I'm not a big fan of the current administration. And I'm going to do the one thing that I absolutely can do to change that. I'm going to go vote.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure all of you guys know which way I'm voting. Okay?
Yeah.
There's not a Chinese flag hanging here. There's an American flag here. Okay? So that's the way I'm going to vote. But anyway, Mark Dennison, Katrina, Pub Report Mark.
Pub Report, that's
Swanjan,
right.
Jimmy Riddle Show, thanks for coming. Rita, thanks for coming. Oh shit, I don't know.
You've done started the list now.
Swanjan,
CMK,
Katrina,
Stig, William
Mayhem,
Panucci,
William.
Phil,
Phil, thanks for
Steve,
coming.
which is under the
Steve.
name Pam Coney, uses someone else's
You
phone.
may not want everybody to know that.
No, he's typed it in to do. I
okay.
wouldn't have said it otherwise. He's typed it in before on
Carl
other streams.
H.
Yeah, Carl H. Of course. We're glad he's
Simon
back. by the way.
Foray.
Oh yeah, Simon Foray. Look at you,
Yeah, I
Captain.
got
You
it
got
that
that.
time.
Yeah, you did. You get a blue ribbon.
Bell
Bell
Admin.
Admin. Bell, I'm gonna be praying. If you're still here, I'm gonna be praying for y'all up there now.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about some stuff you told me. Lammy was here, of course, with his regular off-color jokes that we love so much. Oh, well, and Trina. I'm sure we've said her a million times, but we love her. It wouldn't be the same without Trina. We're missing folks.
I think we are.
I want to go ahead and give one fast shout out. Mark Hodgen, I believe, always watches our replay.
Yeah, Mark, thanks for watching,
But
buddy.
he, with his work schedule, most time he can't be here. Mark, we miss you, and
Hope you're doing
hope
good.
you're doing well. All right, let's go. We love you
All right,
guys.
guys, we're gonna shut it
We'll
down.
see you soon. We'll be on
And,
Discord in a bit.
As always, roll tide.
Roll Tide. Okay, let me get my phone here. Whoops.